Hey, what's up everybody? TooTallToby here, and in today's SolidWorks power move, we're going to talk about a little problem that I'm having with this assembly. You can see here that I've created this beautiful assembly of this bass guitar, but when I go into a top view, so Control 5 to get to a top view, it just like zooms way out into space. And if I go to a front view, kind of looking down on this thing from the bottom, you can see here that it zooms way out into space. And if I go into an isometric view, it zooms way out into space. So what the heck is going on here? Well, usually when this happens, it's because you've got some kind of rogue geometry out in space. But in today's power move, I'm going to show you something that has often tripped up people, even very advanced users, and that is the enable scale tool in a sketch picture. Now, what I'm referring to here is if I open up this first component that's in my assembly, you can see that one of the techniques I use a lot when it comes to working with assemblies is to work with sketch pictures. Basically, what I do is I take some pictures of the overall shape of the model, and then I use those pictures to develop what I call a master model sketch, a part file that has a bunch of sketches that drive the geometry for the rest of this model. However, you can run into a fairly common problem where after you bring in that picture, you end up with a zoom scale like this. Now, why is this occurring? It's occurring because in the definition of the picture, so if I edit this sketch here of the picture from the top, and then if I double click on the picture, which allows me to resize the picture, in the definition of the picture, you can utilize this feature over here. It's got like a little magenta dot and a magenta arrow, and that element is what's called a scale tool in a sketch picture. Now, the scale tool can be very useful. Basically, you can drag one node and drag another node, and then you can scale the picture to match that size. But sometimes users choose to ignore that, and instead they just choose to resize the image manually. And that's what I've done here. I've got this layout that represents the length of the string and the width of the nut up top here. So all I need to do with this image is just kind of drag the image until it matches the length of that string length, and drag the image until it matches the width at the nut here of this neck. So just kind of move this over until it matches up, and there we go. That looks pretty good. The problem is that because I've got enable scale tool on here still, and the scale tool is way out here in space, what I end up with is that scale tool driving the zoom to fit. So if I press F here or go to a standard view, it drives that zoom to fit. Now, when I return to the assembly, you can see that this component is actually hidden in the assembly. However, if I go to a top view or go to an isometric view, even though that component is hidden, it's still utilizing that element, that little enable scale tool, to drive the overall zoom scale when I go to a standard view. So although this is a little bit annoying, the good news is there's a really simple fix. You just need to figure out which image, so you kind of go through your tree and look at all your images. You just need to figure out which image has that scale tool and has it kind of out in space here. And then all you need to do is just grab this and drag it over. Now, sometimes it's as simple as just disabling the enable scale tool, but sometimes SolidWorks is a little bit more finicky. So instead, what I will typically do is I'll just kind of drag this over so that it's within the boundary of the image. And then a lot of times, just to double check my work, I'll also disable the scale tool. You don't really have to do that, but you could do that. But then you can see here that when I exit this sketch and I press F for zoom to fit, boom, my zoom scale is updated. And when I return to the assembly and I press Control 5 to go to a top view, oh yeah, that is what we were hoping for. Control 7 for isometric. Yes, much nicer. Very, very nice zoom scale there. That is what we were hoping for. So hopefully you enjoyed today's power move. Like I said, this is something that trips up beginners, but it also trips up advanced users. And that's why I think this makes for a good power move. And if you agree, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to leave me some comments down below. And if you're trying to learn more about the world of SolidWorks, be sure to visit us at our training site, TooTallToby.com/training. We've got a lot of great classes to help you improve your SolidWorks skills. And I will see all of you in the next TooTallToby Power Moves.